Broadcasting live from the moon and back, this is The Coin Chat, the most trusted voice for all things cryptocurrency. Each week we dissect an important issue and cut through the noise and misinformation out there in the world of blockchain, cryptocurrency, and ICOs, capturing the facts that truly matter to you that will give you an edge in this fast-moving emerging market. The who, what, where, when, and how of what you need to know in crypto to get ahead so you don't get left behind. Now here are your co-hosts, financial and crypto experts Yuri Cataldo and Steve Good.
Hey, this is Steve Good on the Coin Chat with Yuri Cataldo, and we are joined by Crypto Beadles, or Robert Beadles, or the CEO of Monarch. Take your pick, buddy.
Actually, the president of Monarch. Yes, Snay Bot's the CEO.
Oh, you're the president of Monarch.
Yeah, I'm the janitor, man.
Have you got your broom? I want to see like the Monarch branded broom, so we see what it's all about.
Exactly, man.
So before we jump into all sorts of bits and pieces, just quickly tell people what the Monarch wallet is, in case they don't know. And it's not like, it's not like one of these guys. I mean, obviously, it's not a real wallet. It's something far more exciting for adoption in crypto.
It's very real. You can use it today. So, but what the Monarch wallet is basically in a nutshell is it's a place to hold all the best companies and all the best services in crypto in one application through one login through one KYC. So you don't need to have 5,000 apps doing 5 different things in crypto. You can have one that gives you access to all the coolest stuff. So right now you can go to Apple or Google and you can download the Monarch wallet. So of course you can store, the major cryptocurrencies on it, but you can also buy and sell cryptos. You can earn interest on cryptos. You can check the market, your portfolio. You own the seed, the keys, all that kind of stuff. And we'll be adding more and more services in there, like decentralized chat, file storage, games, you name it, everything that's, blockchain related, all into one location with one login and one app.
That's cool. So how do you do the interest payments on that? Who's funding the interest?
Oh, it's fake money. It's crypto, right? Just, you just print more.
But you have to call up Vitalik over at Ethereum and say, hey, mate, listen, we've got like 10,000 Ether.
At a decimal. Exactly, man. It's like the Federal Reserve, right? Just move a decimal point, add a couple zeros.
So this is called Monarch Fractional Reserve.
Yeah, no. So basically, our partner is Celsius. That's Alex Mashinsky, the creator of VoIP. He has a company called Celsius. And what they do is basically if you have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, basically a whole bunch of different coins, you deposit them with them on a BitGo account, and you essentially earn interest paid to you in that cryptocurrency that you're basically staking or earning interest on. So if you have a bunch of Bitcoin and you want to move it from cold storage, to the BitGo storage, say you got a Bitcoin, you put it over there, you can earn like 7% interest on it, and then you can take it back whenever you want. The caveat is how does this happen, right? Well, basically when you move the crypto over to their wallet, they use it for people to receive loans. And so now you're basically getting interest, from the people that are paying interest on the loans that they're receiving in your crypto. So it's kind of like this way to just remove the traditional banking system altogether and kind of go peer-to-peer of sorts, to where when you have, your crypto on a cold storage wallet like Monarch, you just move it over to the hot wallet. You start earning interest on it. Whenever you want it back, you just, basically hit withdrawal and it goes right back to your cold storage. So it's kind of cool for people that, want to, take a little bit of a risk where they're not holding their seat anymore, but, they're tired of just, seeing their crypto just sit on the wallet and do nothing. Yeah. So if they got a little bit of a appetite for risk, not having their seed or their key for that crypto, they can earn some interest on it. And so far people love it. It's been great.
I mean, that's just for me, that's just like a no-brainer for like when you start targeting people in countries where they may not even have bank accounts, and suddenly they say, oh, I have like, my wallet, and if I can get some coins in there and I can get some interest in there, then actually you're giving them some passive income. And sometimes, that 7% might mean a lot to some people.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at a traditional bank, I mean, you're still at their mercy. If you have all your money in the bank account, you're lucky if you're getting 1%. Truly, you're lucky if you're getting 1%.
Yeah.
But again, they have final say over your money too. It's not really yours. Yeah, you may own it. It may be your money that you deposited, but they're going to tell you how much you can take out, when you can take it out. And if, the government says, hey, you know what, this isn't a good actor, let's lock it down, they can do that. With crypto, it's a lot more difficult. So
yeah, I know. I've actually had a friend who just posted in one of our group chats that he had his bank account was taken down, 2 of his credit cards taken down. And he was like, I have no idea why. And he tried to call them, and they're like, you can send a letter to the post office box, and we'll respond to that. It's like, what?
Yeah.
So the natural response was, you can download the Monarch wallet, mate.
Yeah. I mean, and again, the interest is just one of a plethora of services that we currently offer and that we're going to be offering. And, it's just bringing the best services and companies in crypto into one place. So the Monarch wallet itself is decentralized. We don't even have your email address. So you can download it right now. Put your crypto on it. It has a decentralized exchange built into it as well. So you could actually start exchanging ERC20 tokens within the wallet without us even knowing your email address. So I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff that it does today. And then of course, over the next, weeks, months, years, it's just going to be like the go-to spot for everything crypto through one app. So the best and brightest, all those companies, all those services, all in one spot with one login.
I love it. That's very cool.
Yeah, download it today.
Well, I've got it. I've got it because I helped you find a little bug in there, and you helped me.
I love it.
Out. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's great. And that's one of the really cool things too is when you build something for the community, you're able to have like an army of beta testers that tell you the stuff that they absolutely hate about it, that they love about it, a tiny little bug, something like that. It's really it's amazing. The community that we've got, and just the people that use it, and the feedback that we get, it's priceless. It really is.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Robert, I wonder if you could tell us a little bit more about just your journey into crypto, because you've started multiple companies, including a construction company. So how did you go from your first company to what you're doing now with Monarch, and even deeper than that in the crypto space?
All right. Well, I'll try to sum everything up.
Wild, you were laughing there. So if you want to give us the short version, the long version another time.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to calculate in my brain is how deep do I go here, right?
Or you can just speak faster. I'll just do a fast play version of it afterwards for people.
I love it. You just turn me into an auctioneer. So
yeah.
Well, I guess I'll just roll back to the beginning a little bit. I've been with my wife since we were 14 years old. So 27 years later, we are still together. Wow. And, getting married at 17 with our first kid, was very tough. So construction is something that I knew. Mm-hmm. And, we definitely didn't want to be on welfare and food stamps and all that type of stuff, for too long. So I went into construction because I already had kind of a background in it. And I built up a company that I was working for. I built up his company, and one day he and I got into it. He's manic depressant, schizophrenic, bipolar, no joke. Wow. And he was a lot of fun to work with. And he just told me,
he's like, hey, cocktail.
Yeah, the trifecta, right? Yeah. And he was a lot of fun to work with. He's kind of like walking on eggshells all the time. But, I remember very clearly he said, if you can do a better job, then go start your own company. And so I quit that day, and I did. And, within a few years, I'd built up, one of the largest construction service companies, in California. And I've just, continued to grow it and grow it and grow it. And around 2009, before construction, I'd always been kind of techie, always had my little Amigas, my Commodore 64s, had my bulletin board systems, all that kind of stuff. And so it allowed me in 2009, being as how the company was running without me, didn't need me anymore for all the day-to-day stuff. It allowed me to kind of go back to my roots and to get back into software. And so we built a software company.
I'm almost laughing because you're like, I went from Commodore to 2009 and was like, there's a time warp somewhere in the middle.
Well, I could talk about the 186DX.
1984, baby.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was trying to trim this down for you. I didn't want to talk about everything in between.
I like the whole time warp experience. That was amazing. I went from Commodore to 2009 in like 10 seconds or less.
Yeah. Well, anyways, obviously, I'd had a couple computers before and during, and obviously did some programming in between. Yeah. But we started, I guess the reason why I got into software in 2009 or created the software company was a product I had created for the post office. It was one of the world's first reusable envelopes. So we can go all over the place. I can talk about all the different things I've created, invented. But anyways, I want to try to sum this up for you as briefly as I can. So I created an envelope that had multiple uses, worked with the post office. They saw some tech that I had created, which was a greeting card. Okay, here we go. Hold on. So there's a greeting card that we created that allowed for you to put your own photo or video or digital gift card within it. So we created all the software, all the tech to create the world's first paper greeting card that, I just put a video, a photo, or a digital gift card. And they instantly saw value in that, not so much for the greeting card side of things, but for things within the postal department itself. Right. And so we built up a relationship with the post office and started building applications and platforms for them. And then around 2011, this guy named Max Kaiser, starts coming out telling us about Bitcoin. Tells us, how it's, going to free the world, how the 2008 financial collapse was because of all the central banks and big institutions, and how all this can be avoided in the future because of this thing called Bitcoin. So around 2011, I kind of dove down that rabbit hole, got bit by the bug, and it just, really just, took roots with me. And so everybody that knew me.
So I think you meant bit by the coin.
Yeah, exactly. Bit by the coin. I like those cheesy jokes. Those dad jokes are awesome.
Dad jokes. Yuri's not a dad yet, but Robert, you and I can make all the dad jokes we like. Well, you said bit by the coin. I think that's more bit by the bug. Bitcoin though, so.
Yep, got bit by the coin. But that was around 2011. And anyways, people that knew me knew that I was in the space. And around 2017. The market went crazy. Everybody started hitting me up saying, hey, should I buy this? Should I sell this? How do I buy it? How do I sell it? What do I do with it? All these, simple questions that I was just getting hit with, hundreds of times, a week, thousands of times. It was ridiculous. And so some of my friends said, hey, why don't you just do a video on YouTube for us that kind of explains all the nuances, all the basics. And then that way you don't have to keep answering all the questions over and over again. Wow. So I did that for them, and this was back in 2017 or something like that, where I made these videos for them, just kind of showing them just kind of how to navigate the crypto waters. Yep. Next thing you know, it kind of took off, and they wanted more and more and more, and so they wanted me to start, vetting projects. So I started introducing them to different projects that they asked me to via the founders and CEOs, and bringing them on the channel and having them talk about what they're doing in the space and why we should care and all that kind of cool stuff. And anyways, it's grown to where I think I've interviewed, over 1,000 people, brought, I think 400 or 500 people onto the channel. It's myself and my oldest son that do this, just for free. We never ever charge anything to anybody. We just give it away to the world for free, and to get people into crypto. Even from, I think, the first video, we always gave away $100 of cryptocurrency on every single video, so that way people could get into crypto on my dime. So I didn't feel bad, if they ended up, doing something stupid, they lost my money, not theirs. And so that way was a way for me to get friends and family involved into crypto on my dime. And I've just kept doing that, I don't know, 300, 400, 500 times. And every single video we do, we just give away more money, and it allows them to get into crypto. And it kind of took off. And anyways, we became like the face of TradingView sessions. So TradingView is one of the most respected trading platforms out there. We have a show there. Again, I don't ever charge anything for any of this stuff. And then we're also we have a TV show too. It's in like 46 million households, where we talk about cryptocurrencies and the different nuances of the projects and all that kind of cool stuff. And I guess to Monarch
show, if they want to watch the TV show,
it's on Biz TV. You can just type in Biz TV, and I think we're on Mondays, and I think Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, something like that. I think we're on 4 times a week. So.
Oh my God, you have time for it?
Yeah, well, it's, God's been great to us, man. So I've, built up a lot of really successful, companies with really great people and family, and it allows us to do this kind of stuff, just for fun with me and the kid. Monarch, on the other hand, was something we built for the people, because there was no real way to basically store your cryptocurrency and be in charge of it and have it user friendly and have that kind of nice user experience that grandma or somebody could use. It was always super complicated, paper wallets, crazy wallets that were here one day and gone the next. And so we created basically just the one app that they would basically ever need for cryptocurrency. And again, we just give that to the world for free. And when we launched Monarch, we allowed people to download it right from day one, and every week it just gets better and better and better. And so anyways, I can keep rambling, but let me know where you want to dive into. Exactly, right?
Who's the
It's been a long day already.
Oh, that's
Sure.
cool. I mean, I hear you. I'm over in London, and it's a little bit further ahead than, so I know the feeling. Who would
Yeah.
you say is the most, I don't know, yeah, I'll say either crazy or most memorable guest you've had on the show in all the time you've been running on the
Max
the-
Kaiser.
Yeah?
Max Kaiser is by far the most I would say, he's incredibly smart. He's got